All right, well, this is an introduction to the syllabus for our class. This is a multimedia design and development class, and so of course the focus is on that, designing and developing multimedia. But it is also on educational multimedia, so it's focused on doing this for maybe an educational purpose. Anyway, in the description there, well, here are my office hours: Monday and Friday, 11 to 12, Wednesday, 10:45 to 11:45 at Mike Miller. I'll be at Mike Miller during that time. And then Tuesday, 8:30 to 11:30, or by appointment. So, and also I usually respond pretty quickly via email, gregory.frankham@northern.edu. And in this class, of course, you can also do a remind, and that's what I want people to sign up for, is remind.com to communicate. I don't like D2L or Brightspace, I guess is what they're calling it now. I don't like the email system there because you can't reply to each other, and that's kind of a big deal. So anyway, the catalog description for this course is students will design, develop, and utilize interactive media and multimedia such as audio, video, animation, graphics, hypertext, and still media to deliver e-learning applications. Activities include information literacy, digital media design and production, instructional design, media design and production, instructional design and delivery of digital media, managing information, information acquisition and evaluation strategies, advanced web authoring, podcasting, IAMs, tablets, and other emerging mobile technology, and technology-related legal, ethical, and societal issues. I'd actually probably like to revise that to update some of the wording in that to be more focused on education. But anyway, that's where it stands now. So the required textbook is The White Space is Not Your Enemy, a Beginner's Guide to Communicating Visually Through Graphic, Web, and Multimedia Design. And so that's the required textbook, and there are some technical requirements as well. You know, you need to have access to the internet, Brightspace, Microsoft Office Suite. Brightspace is just the new name again for D2L. And let's see, technological competencies, being able to access D2L, send and receive email, and so forth. So let's look at the objectives. First of all, students will be able to follow the multimedia development process to create digital media, manipulate digital pictures with the aim of improving these pictures. So you're going to get a chance to do some photoshopping basically and change the pictures. You're going to make use of the principles and elements of design for a graphic design project. So you can create a graphic design for this class. A simple HTML-based website, create and share a quality podcast, and create and share a quality video project. So those are the multimedia projects that you'll do to show your multimedia skills that you have learned in this class. And as with other classes that you might have taken from me, all the items, all the course materials are in the D2L linked to, except for the textbook. And again, it's a reminder to look ahead a few weeks and know what assignments you have, but I'll try to introduce those as well with intro videos for each week. These items are labeled with that kind of icon. Those are the bigger assignments that I'll introduce to you. So there are different tools for interaction. Attendance is determined by online participation and submission of assignments. Assessments and discussion postings. So stay current with the class. There's an attendance confirmation reminder, some Starfish thing. I do use Starfish. Make sure that you are honest in your academic work and doing your own work, or there are consequences for that. So you are expected to complete all of the assignments listed in a week for that week and complete them by Saturday night at 11:59 p.m., basically midnight, but it's easier to say 11:59 p.m. That way you know which day it is. It's the Saturday, not the Sunday, I guess. So, and they are just due on the end of that week. And email communication is probably the best and quickest way to get a response. I respond within 24 hours and 48 hours on the weekends. But if you, and also for assignments. So when you submit assignments, I usually have those graded within a few days, but for sure within a week. So here is the overview of the major assignments for this class. There are discussion board activities as listed in the course content outline, and you'll complete those, and they will require you to respond and also probably respond to other students depending on the assignment in them. Some of the discussions may be more than just a response to a prompt as well. They might have activities involved with them, so be sure to take a look at those early in the week so that you don't get behind on what you can do during that week. Then there's the multimedia development process assignment, where you'll choose an existing multimedia project and create a fictional timeline that led up to its production and incorporates all elements of the ISSREF media production process. So you're going to create a little timeline that basically describes in detail what went into the process for creating some piece of multimedia, whether that's a movie or a video that you've seen or something else entirely, a poster or graphic. Then there is the picture manipulation project. You're going to take a set of pictures yourself and manipulate them with photo editing software and change them in ways that I ask you to do that. There's a graphic design project where you'll create a poster that features a picture and other graphical elements. And you're going to use those graphic design elements and principles in that poster. And there's a simple HTML page that you're going to make with the required HTML tags, and then a simple website featuring 2 or 3 pages depending on what section you're in, if it's 440 or 540. There's a podcast project where you'll create 1 or 2 consistent high quality podcast episodes. And then for the video project, you're going to create a drama or a documentary, and that would be 3 to 5 minutes for undergraduates or 5 to 10 minutes for 540 students. So those are the major assignments you'll complete in this class. One big thing that I want to stress, though, is this idea of formative evaluation of assignments. So with any kind of good multimedia design and any kind of art in general, it's important to get feedback about those designs or those works, those creative works, and then incorporate that into your assignment. And so generally I'll have built into the process you submitting it early and getting feedback from either your peers or myself, and then me giving you feedback and you incorporating that to change it and to make it better. That's kind of how the process of learning goes, especially in creative areas. So it's a little different than maybe what you're used to with classes from me. All right, so the discussions will probably facilitate some of that process as well, but we'll have other discussions too. Late work, penalty of 15% off the full grade during the first 2 weeks, then 25% off during the 3rd week if there have been no prior arrangements made with the instructor. Assignments will not be accepted more than 3 weeks late. So again, this is not a class where you can kind of, not submit those assignments on time and then at the end of the semester try to hurry and submit them even though they weren't on time before, because that would be more than 3 weeks late and they won't be accepted. So be careful, make sure that things are on time in this class. But one reward of submitting things on time is that you do have an opportunity to resubmit assignments that you handed in on time originally within 1 week of receiving feedback, and I will review them again and give you additional grade probably and more feedback. But do not hand in something that is not finished just because you know you can resubmit. And if you hand in an assignment late, you do not have this option to resubmit. So there's the grading scale for the class. It's the standard Northern State University grading scale. And that, I believe, is the syllabus.